You know that feeling when Russians do this, and I was like, why? Ngano mani? Здравствуйте! Hello again. Welcome to Filipina in Russia podcast. We've only been here for 6 months with my family, but wow, a lot of things happen. I've already experienced so much of culture shocks. So today, in this episode, let's talk about big cultural differences that I never expected. First, let's Russians are completely quiet in public places. The first time I took a tram, I honestly thought that something serious happened because it was so quiet. Like you can literally hear your soul echoing. That is the kind or level of silence they have here. Only when it's public. And every time I go to the tram, Stacy is always with me, right? And you know how bubbly she is, very talkative. Whatever is in her mind, she will always share it. And living in the Philippines
Будьте
before,
осторожны,
she's
двери
very
закрываются.
loud. Not very loud, but she's a loud toddler. So if you are in my shoe, in the tram, surrounded by Russians who are quiet, you will literally understand how I feel. So every time we go out, I will gently remind her, like, Stacy, please be quiet, be silent. Cultural differences. You know how noisy Filipinos are. We are like very loud, joyful. We almost like scream at each other. That's how we show our excitement, our language. But in here it's not. So I kind of like it as well because the environment is quiet and no karaoke. Luckily. Don't get me wrong, I love karaoke. That's part of my culture as a Filipino, but it's really good to not have it every day for you to be, peaceful. Because people needs to focus. I think most people want silence. For Russians, being quiet in public is their one way of giving respect. It's like, giving the slogan of public spaces, peaceful spaces. So next cultural difference that I experienced. This one is most favorite cultural shock, okay, that I've experienced. So my first encounter with a legendary Russian bitch face or the Russian resting face. So many times I've encountered this, but I will tell you the first one. Okay, knowing Filipinos, like me right now, I'm being me, I'm being myself. I always smile. I don't frown. I always smile to everyone. It's like giving a positivity, energy. But in here, no girl, don't do that. So when I arrive here, of course, I smile to every strangers that I, pass by. It's the Filipino default attitude, being smiley to everyone. So I smile to every strangers, to the cashiers, people in the store, or to any random neighbors. Yes, I do smile. That's me. I smile. Every time I smile at them, they give me this Russian resting face. And these are the blank, like the blank face, the serious, and borderline is intimidating. So yeah, when you come here to Russia, don't be surprised if Russians will give you that Russian resting face, or how I call this Russian bitching face, which is the blank, completely blank, serious and intimidating. Yeah, don't get surprised. I do get a lot this kind of reaction. So when they responded to me, I was like, oh my god, why are they mad? Why are they mad? Why are they like that at me? Then I learned that it's just really Russians. It's a Russian behavior. They don't give smiles to anyone, especially to random people. As I said in the episode 1, that Russians at first are reserved. So when you smile at them, don't expect to be smiled back, because they don't give smiles easily. They give smile to those persons who they know. And it's not a bad thing. That is their culture, and we need to respect that. So talking about this Russian resting face, or the RBF, the moment I got to experience that, when they never smile at me and they give me that, I honestly and officially telling you that I learned the same thing. That I never smile anymore. Within the 6 months, I don't smile. I gave them that, resting face to, just to blend in, since I am here, and not to get a judge to happy stranger. One thing that I learned, which is not bad. I like it actually, but the first time you will experience it, yeah, it's like a thorn in your heart. Like, oh my god, why would you give me that face? But no, they're just being themselves. It's their culture. And now that you learn, don't be upset. Just respond to them the same way they do. The blank face. Not because you're mad, you're just blending in at them. Next is Russian love dried fish. Yes, they do. Actually, they have a lot of dried fish in here. But it's completely different in the Philippines. So, surprisingly, I thought they don't have dried fish here, because as a Russian friends that I have in the Philippines, no, actually it's Anton's friend, they don't like the bulad that we have, the dried fish. But when I get here, and mostly to those like beer shops, they have it everywhere. And I was like, oh my god, you have bulad. Yeah, so I said, why you don't eat it in the Philippines? And yes, it's different. Hygienically, in the Philippines, not all the bulad are clean, right? And their dried fish here don't need to be cooked, because it's cooked already. It's like marinated, like that kind of sort of processing. So yes, that's why they don't eat the bulad in the Philippines. If you know Russians who don't eat bulad in the Philippines, that's the reason why. And next thing is, the bulad here is only for pulutan. I mean, I can, if Filipinas are here, you can make it as your sudan, but as a viand. But Russians here, they have the dried fish as for pulutan. So it's another cultural differences that we have that shocked me. Next, this one is what I truly love, truly respected. And that here in Russia, pedestrians are treated like royalty. Like once you step on the lane, pedestrian lane, cars will stop right away. They will let you walk in your time, pace, you know. You don't need to hurry. If you're not, you can just walk normally. That is the rule here. Pedestrians are to be respected. Next to the big cultural experience that struck me is, of course, the one and only fashion. Here in Russia, fashion is taken seriously because even lolas, babushkas, grandparents are so into it, from baby to the oldest people here. They live in fashion. In any season here, people here really match their clothes from shoes to the hat, top to bottom. It's really properly coordinated, and it's amazing. And I'm not saying that what they're wearing is expensive. They are not very expensive. They're even affordable, but they match it like perfectly. When I was just walking on the street, and I was shocked because a babushka is walking in a different direction to me, but I can really see how stylish she is. She even have a purple lipstick. In the Philippines, an ordinary people will never put a purple lipstick, mostly red or a nude color. But in that moment, I was like so happy and amazed on how she coordinated everything what she was wearing, from the shoes, from the skirt. It was cold, so she was wearing a lot of things, but it's not like messy in her. It was very stylish. In fact, yeah, and it was like, oh my god, she was, I guess, around 80 plus, you know, and oh my goodness, she is wearing that and she looks good. That's like completely shocking. So I'm only talking about babushkas. How much more the teens, you know, those ladies around 30s, 20s. Oh, I'm speechless. They are very stylish. So if in the Philippines I'm used to like simply wearing dresses, clothes, shirts, bottoms, just something like that, in here I need to blend in again, because living in a different country, just to make you feel like you're part of the society, of the family, because, and also it will make you feel good, better. It's not for anyone, but it's for your own good. You'll feel amazed in like feeling being part of the community as, you know, as a foreigner in the country. So those are the big cultural differences that I'm shocked and that I experienced while living here in Russia within 6 months. Some are shocking, yeah, absolutely. Some are funny, and some are actually useful, like the pedestrian. So I hope you learned a lot. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know what you want to talk about for the next one. Life abroad, motherhood, interracial marriage, or more about Russian culture surprises. Just let me know, and see you in my next episode, which what it's really like being a life of a Filipina married to a Russian. So that's it, and bye bye. See you.